Presentations are a very commonly used tool of communication in business. It's important to understand that a presentation can be both written or oral. In this video, however, we shall restrict ourselves to presenting orally or oral presentation. Now, a presentation may be defined as a technique of communicating to an individual or a group of people, or just speaking simply on a topic in front of public. Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ruben, and this video is going to be about a complete guide on delivering a powerful presentation. Let's discuss. First, oral presentations involve more interaction with the audience, more than a written report. First of all, it involves, of course, the verbal communication, then other sorts of communication like with the help of your facial expressions, your body language, your hand gestures, any visual aid that you use, or any prop that you use in your presentation. Second, oral presentation can be supported with non-verbal cues to increase the meaning and understanding of the subject matter with the help of course, effective body language, and on top of that, you can showcase some pictures, etc. Point number 3. Oral presentations give you an opportunity to adjust your content and your speech as you go along during the presentation to create a better impact on the audience. Point number 4. Since oral presentations involve listening and humans have limited attention span, so there is a need to use certain techniques to keep the people from losing their interest. A good use of visual aids is very important. You can use visual aids such as flip cards, PowerPoint presentations, projectors, charts, or handouts. Second, a good sitting arrangement also plays an important role in delivering a powerful presentation, because you need to ensure that you are approachable to the audience and the audience is approachable to you. Your message goes across clearly. The audience, the person sitting at the last, should be able to hear you and read the content in your presentation or your poster, so you must ensure that the sitting arrangement, depending upon the size of the audience, is adjusted in such a way that everybody gets everything you're trying to say. It's very important. Well, many a times people ask me during my training sessions, should they speak completely off the cuff, or should they prepare some cue cards or teleprompters and speak through them? Well, speaking through a cue card or teleprompter is rather easier, but it also leads to lesser impact. If you speak completely off the cuff or impromptu, you will be able to create a better impact on the people, because your audience will have this in their mind that you are speaking from your heart, and what's spoken from the heart also touches the heart. So I understand it can be a bit dangerous at times because you require prior training, you require to practice in advance, and if there is anything that you forget during the presentation, your entire presentation may be messed up. So these are certain risks and dangers involved, but if you are ready to risk them, the fruit will be amazing. So at best, what you can do is you can take palm notes, small bullet points on your palm at best, if you think that you will probably forget your content, and while you're on the go, you can have a quick look without letting the audience know that you have got something written on your hand. You can have a quick look and continue your stuff. But it would be a bad idea, according to me, to use some cue card or a teleprompter. A good presentation requires a mixture of everything: good communication skills, subject knowledge, the confidence of the presenter, and of course the interpersonal skills. So one must prepare well for his presentation. Well, knowing your audience is very important in any sort of presentation, because the content and the matter of your presentation or your speech depends completely upon whether or not your audience will be able to comprehend it. Let's take an example here. Let's say you're supposed to deliver a speech in front of a medical professionals team on COVID-19. So if you use certain medical terms, medical lexical resource or medical vocabulary in your presentation, your audience is highly likely to understand. However, if you're supposed to talk about the same subject matter in front of general public, you will not be able to use the same sort of medical terms. You will have to simplify and exemplify in order to ensure that the general public get to understand that as well. Well, yes, you need to ensure that you deliver your speech with a great attention catcher For more information on this, I'll not be talking about it, but yes, I'm dropping the link in the description for more information on this, on how you can start your speech or your presentation. There are 6 different ways in that video. Please have a look at the description box. Now, whether you want to clarify the subject matter to the audience or you want to confuse the audience is up to you. If you take a lot of points in one single presentation, first of all, you'll not be able to explain them properly, which may cause certain amount of dissatisfaction in the hearts of the audience. Second of all, you may even confuse them with a hell lot of data, which they may not be able to process in a given amount of time. So my suggestion is that you talk about 2, at best 3 points per presentation, and you explain them well with examples. Give appropriate time to each one of those points so that the audience can absorb the information well and be appreciative of you rather than confused. Please ensure that you keep 2 points in your mind while you prepare for your presentation. First of all, prepare an index so that before you begin your speech, you clarify the audience that these are the points that you're going to talk about. These are the points that you're going to cover. And at the end of your speech, give a quick recap, a quick summarization of everything that you have discussed. This will be helpful for audience to keep the data, the information in their mind. Now, this is important. Do not add more than 2 to 3 lines in your visual aids. At best, use 2 to 3 important catchphrases with large caption in your visual aids, and do not put all the data in your visual aids. Otherwise, you'll be killing the importance or the requirement of a human standing there. If you put everything on the visual aid, then people can directly read into it. So the requirement of human standing there will be gone. Hence, you're likely to lose the attention of the people as well. Do not lose the spotlight. Put only 2 to 3 points in the visual aid and explain them in your own words. Human importance in a speech or presentation should be there. So while preparing your speech, also ensure that you ask yourself these 6 important cardinal questions, the 5 W's and 1 H. First of all, what? What needs to be communicated? When? What is the timing? Where? The location really matters because the equipment, the setup of lighting, the seating arrangement is different in an auditorium, it's different in a hall, it's different in a meeting room or a training room. Further, why are you speaking? And then who you are speaking to, because your choice of words, your content preparation, everything will depend upon the type of audience you're speaking it to and how best you should convey your message. Please ensure that while you prepare your speech, you ask yourself these 6 important questions. Point number 1. When you are asked a question from the audience, you should repeat the question back to the audience for 3 important reasons. First of all, to make sure that everybody has heard the question while you answer it. Second of all, to understand the question well. So when you repeat the question back to the questioner can confirm that yes, that's what I'm asking, so that you can answer it accurately. And third, to get appropriate time to think about the best answer to that question. For these 3 important reasons, you should always repeat the question back to the questioner. First, ensure that you keep your answers short and you deliver them to the point without beating around the bush. Second, do not allow 1 or 2 people to monopolize this entire question and answer session. Give chance to different people to question you. Third, do not humiliate the questioner no matter how hostile the question was. At best, you can give them a smile and ignore. Fourth, break long and complicated questions into small parts and answer them one by one in order to ensure better understanding of the answer for the audience. Uncomplicate it as much as possible. In the end, I don't even think I need to talk about the attire. Just look at me and figure out. Business suit never fails to create that impression that you want to be created. So if you go for a formal presentation, avoid informal clothings and wear some nice business suit. So thank you for watching this video. I hope this video was helpful. For more such content and more informative lessons, keep visiting our YouTube channel and do subscribe us.